Alright, here we are back with some Rebel Racing. Let's get on with it. We had a shorter episode last time. We are going back to back with Rebel Racing, Rally 1 even. Here we are with the end of the championship we started last time. Now yes, as I've mentioned recently, this game will always be recorded at priority because it is very long. Dead Z, I doubt I'll finish, so I'm not too worried about how long that game is, purely because it's quite similar and it might get a bit too repetitive and boring for me, let alone the audience. Because me playing that game is like pure nostalgia based, really, more than it is even anything to do, oh my god, anything to do with actual making content. It's a game I used to play on the old web version of the game, web browser version, which is a bit different, I have noticed, in the efforts of making the thumbnail template, that there is, the version I used to play is different, but it is the same game, it's a different game, but same. Anyway, we've done that quite cleanly, to be honest. It's probably one of the cleanest, it is the easy one of the two turkey races, but it's probably one of the cleanest efforts at the turkey stages I've ever done. I don't even think we hit a wall. We might have grazed one. We got really close to one, but managed to avoid hitting it. I don't think I've played with sound since I've had the Stratos, because I've not actually heard what it sounds like. I might have played with sound. I don't always have earphones in, so I can't actually always hear what's going on. I always take that too quick. At least I didn't damage anything. Well, that will be a certain red sector. And quite badly as well, half a second. Or as good as. Tap the brake even. Probably tapped a little bit too much in the end. Tap, this one, it's deceivingly tight, that one. You seem to just fly around it, whereas the other one is what looks far tighter, but you tap the brake and you have no speed left. Don't know what the difference is, whether there's just better grip on the other one. Maybe there's a few bounces before that second one, and you just don't get the grip because you're levitating, you're not actually on the ground, you're bouncing over ripples. Which is a genuine, oh, do not disturb Josh, you dumb. It's a genuine problem when you're doing rally. You have to be careful of corrugations, because if you bounce over corrugations, your tyres don't get grip to slow you down. Anyway, enough waffle. That's good, that's clean. Oh, that's clean as well. Oh, yes, a little bit of an oversteer at the end. Or was it understeer? I can never remember. I always get it wrong. You guys know what I'm talking about. Ooh, overcorrection is probably actually a better term for that one, to be honest. It was a good first lap, not so good in the second one. What did we get? 21 seconds the first time round. We've done better on the exit there, but still could improve. It was quicker purely because of how we had a rolling start. Oh yes, yes. Didn't overcorrect. Okay, hit the brake, turn, cut it tight, NOS out. Okay, you can't get much cleaner than that lap. 18 seconds, that was, what, 2.5 seconds or 2 and a bit seconds faster? Although if I do this cleanly, this could be faster again. Although I fucked up this corner. I'm not going to get the NOS out. Well, I am. It's not going to be faster. But if I had that last corner clean, that could have been an insane time. Alright. We shouldn't need to brake too much for this. 16, 17, NOS through. It's not as fast. So actually using that NOS around to get around this city we're approaching here faster is actually slower in terms of the whole lap time, because I guess it ruins your your exit's a bit slow and your entry into the next one's a bit off, and you can't use the boost as early going around that last corner, which is quite tight. So I guess it speeds you up in that first sector, but it doesn't quite translate to the lap time because how it affects the rest of the course. Alright, let's see what we can do here. This is the Australian, the very un-Australian looking Australian track. Tell me where you find this coloured dirt. I mean, it's kind of reddish like we have, but you don't find these, like that looks more, it does not look Australian, it looks more African or American than Australian. You do not find land like this in Australia. This bit in here, you can tell it kind of looks Australian, but as soon as you get out over this big ravine bit, like, it's not really very Australian-y at all. It's a bloody moon. Alright, not done a good lap yet really. Tap the brake, cut it tight. Probably a bit slow on the exit though. Oh, I've got that too tight and I fucked this lap majorly. And I probably cost myself some gold as well. Now you might think last episode, the fact that I did what I did with the cutting the episode early is a bit dumb in terms of actual progress on the game. Give me a second to focus. But it's not. It's beneficial for the progress, because if I run out of gold, then I have multiple races that I have to waste. I didn't actually check if that was faster in the end. That I have to waste on just stuffing around in the quick race area, because I'm waiting for repairs to happen, because I've run out of gold, as opposed to just losing 2 races worth. I lose a lot more, because I waste three or 4 fuel sometimes just waiting on, if you add them up as you go all the time, waiting on thingy, on repairs, as opposed to just 2 fuel once. So I figure all this adds up. The more you use gold, the more times that situation is going to occur, where the situation we had last episode occurs very rarely. You don't want to get too precautious though, because then it ends up back in the direction. Now that is the end of the area, so it is going to be a lucky spin time. Here we go, lucky spin. Oh, thank God we didn't get that. That's where we get bonus, but okay, bonus race it is. We're jumping back in the shithouse car that is the Mustang. Surely we're getting to the end of all the Mustang races. I want to use the Porsche. Was it a Porsche? Was it now? I think it was a Porsche. I forgot now. You don't really need to brake in this car. We're going for a best lap, so we're going to try and go for a no brake race. That is, I don't know how you're supposed to crowd that. Why is that one so much easier than the... It's not really well balanced, those races, because when you get to the drift ones, and it's not, I wouldn't say it's hard, but I fail it here and there. It's got some level of difficulty, and then those ones are like, you could literally crash twice and you're clear. You're still going to win. Alright, we got, we almost got more tokens to get used, because we've got 40 something spins to do. We've got so many spare spins. We're just getting more monies. This could finally be the episode where I can title it, we have over 100k. We're now got $100,000. Or I've got a 6-figure bank account or something. Because remember, what? Do I have that car? Is it gone back to the old cars? Interesting. So you don't just stay on the same car all the time. Now what was this? Because I always called this a Delta. But I've noticed that it might not actually be a Delta. It makes out that it's an Integral, but I've never heard of a Lancia Integral. Am I just not up on my Lancia knowledge? Is there such thing as a Lancia Integral? We might, for shits and gigs, give it a try on this car. And if it's not possible, then we'll go back to the other one. If it's too slow... I was gonna say, I was thinking before, like, we're on to the last, well, we're one away from the last cars, the last section of cars. So, what happens? Because we've got more than half the game to go. But I see. I don't know what time we have to get, but we're seeing if we can do it in this thing, in this Subaru. I'm not sure. I actually have no idea what we're driving right now. We're in the green. We might even have to brake. Okay, no, we have to brake. We still, yes. Why of all times have I reset then? Of all points that I could have reset during that crash, it reset me then. That makes plenty of sense, doesn't it? Come on, we can do this. I want to use this car. I don't want to be forced to use a car I've already used before. We have the option. We have the car. We might as well use it. We have 2 greens. Surely that's enough. Well, considering we have 6 fuel, and unless something goes majorly wrong, I would hope I wouldn't have to use a repair in the next 6 fuel. We might go on a little upgrade spree on this. We're going to go 10 grand worth of upgrades. Let's see how far that gets us. I'm still using this, thank you. Okay, we've gone just under 100k. But hopefully, all things going well, we still finish this episode above 10k. Above 100k even. I hope we finish above 10k. I'd be a bit worried if we didn't. Alright, we got the rev check. I think we may actually, I think I've not really planned that very well. And we are going to end underneath the required 100k. Because remember, for that me to use that title, I've always said I need to finish the episode over 100k. Otherwise, I'm not really, like, I'm up that much, but I've got expenses to pay for. So I'm not really 100k in the bank account. And I've got other titles to use, so I may as well use other titles for a YouTube point of view. Not that I really care about that side, but it's always fun to do it. Alright, there we go. Easy win there. We can easily do this in the Subaru, especially with the upgrades now. Like, we will be insanely faster than we just were. And we're doing this with ease, so we might as well just keep using the different car. If I don't get to, whatchamacallit, I can't think English words. If I don't get to use the 100k title, I can always use about going back to the first, whatever the first stage of cars are. That kept turning right for a long time after I let go of the steering wheel. That's quite smooth. Nice. Clean. Wasn't very quick, but it was clean. Tap and turn. Oh, the arse has spun out, but I've controlled it well. Good. This is the annoying turn where the angle changes, but I can... Well, that's good. Oh my god, I've been like suctioned to the right a bit there. Alright, nice. Nice. Keep moving. Tap the brake, turn, hard, good. Nice, easy, shallow turn to the right for the exit. Ride the inside wall a little bit there, might have given myself a bit of damage. But that's alright. We're full 8 seconds ahead now. Oh, we've actually got a repair. And we're nowhere near above the... Ow, my calf. We've not actually made any money somehow. And as we know, we repair everything these days. We just get it done. Only costs 3. Interesting. The repair only costs $3. Or 3 gold. As opposed to 7. And I still repaired everything and washed. Or, yeah, washed works. Alright, on to the worst track. I shouldn't say the worst. The one I'm worst at, which means I hate it the most. Not a good way of living your life, by the way. Well, I guess you can hate it, but you shouldn't let that affect how much you do something, because if you're not good at something, you're not going to get better if you don't do it. You can not want to do it, but you've still got to just do it anyway. Otherwise, you'll never improve, especially for something important. I didn't want to overcorrect that, but I've just lost so much pace because I hit that wall. I should barely have to brake here, though, because of it, thank God. We are going to get red for this section, I reckon. We didn't. We're only just in the green, though. 0.056. That really is no time at all. Alright, clean. All green. Probably isn't our fastest version of that in the past, but it's at least a clean version, apart from that little scrape of the wall that made us lose so much speed. I like the driver of the car was unfortunate, but the red car that Adolf was driving in that race, I like it, it looks good. We're driving the Sweden mobile, Rally Sweden. I just realised that. I think I noticed that previously, but I've just remembered it. And forgot I knew it in the first place. What happens, like some things you remember them and you realise that you knew them. Some things you remember and you don't even know you knew them at all. It's like different levels of forgetting. It's weird how that one whips your tail out so hard, and sometimes you got enough speed where you just go flying to the wall because of it. Well, okay, I was going to try and full send that, but I decided better against it, and it was very much a smart idea. And this is the... no, it's not the track. Which one's the one where you got one more left turn and I always under prepare for it and end up flying into the wall? Like you have one hardish right turn and then another hard right turn, which I always underestimate how hard of a right turn it is and end up getting reset. Honestly, I've been a bit of a waffle merchant today, but I've been getting all greens. I just realised how ridiculously close I was to the screen, and I was like full on 10 centimeters from my face with my phone when racing that. We're back over the 100. We've got 2 fuel left. I'm actually going to put myself under the 100 because I do have a title. Let's see if it stays on the same car. It does. We are going to upgrade the car a bit further. We're going to finish the upgrades in like the number 2 sector, I guess, the second area of upgrading the car. Or we're going to finish it off with some Joker races. The best kind. As much as this track does annoy me a bit with how annoying the Joker lap is, it's how a Joker lap should be. It should be hard, it should be slow, and it shouldn't be just like a little dicky fat turn like you have on that 3 of the tracks. You cost me a lot of... oh my god, I've just phased through them. I thought that would strap me up so I didn't even try and turn, because I was sort of stuck in between them, but I full on phased through them. I'm already in front of you, you looseless apparently, not useless, looseless. Okay, we're going to get a hard turn in here into the Joker, and we're going to use our NOS into the Joker as well. We've got to turn this back hard. Oh, we're not going to get around. We're going to have to brake it. Alright, we're catching up to the Lancia already. He's hit the inside, which has made him lose a lot of speed. Come on, flippant tent. Flippant? Flippin'. I have no idea what it's meant to be. It looks like flippant N, but there's a capital T. So flippin' tent. Alright, I'm not doing that Joker again because it's an annoying one, but we've got a good lead. And I think the guy who's on our arse also has to Joker lap anyway. We've kept the speed through there, which kind of did cancel out our NOS. But because I did it, I had to use the NOS to get around the corner. I'm pretty sure this guy on our arse needs to NOS. Sorry, needs to Joker this lap. So we should be quite clear for a convincing victory. He does. Almost 10-second victory again. That's how much we're winning these races by. And with what I assume will end up being our second to last race, because by the time we're done, I think we will have one more fuel left anyway. It is our last fuel, but there's only a minute 56 left on the timer. Rev check. Only just survived, but it survived. Come on, little Subi. Oh, okay. It is wet, Josh. You can't just fling yourself around corners. It will not work out for you. Remember this. This is hard to do on the dry. Turn early, get the inside, good. You gotta catch that inside, catch the grip, or you're fucked. I'm still not, even though I've convinced myself, kind of, I'm still not convinced the normal track's any faster than the Joker lap, really. Because it does have the more risky, tight line to go quick. We'll take the normal track, and it has the slower entry. And not really that much faster exit. If it didn't have that big fat wall for no reason on the entry to that turn, it would definitely be quicker. Well, we already got some probably partly from that crash last race, we've got quite bad damage on the body and on the engine. And exhaust. Drivetrain or tail shaft even. And the wheels, okay, I guess we're going Joker again. And the wheels look fine. We don't need a brake around this corner. Not enough speed in this car. Surprisingly, considering it was quite clean, it was not a big win for a Joker race. That was quite a close one, realistically. Considering we didn't have any... Like, did we crash at all? I don't think we crashed at all. And they stayed quite close to our arse, which tells me we might be needing some more upgrades soon. Watch me need to repair now. You... fuck. Well, what we might do... Can we change car? Midway through? Fuck, you can't. If only I could change car midway through. Okay, well, we are going to leave this one here. I'm not going to repair, waste the gold, just to come back next episode. I'm going to just do the repairs and end it there. So we have ended once again, actually well under 100k now. It's going to be a few episodes before we get back above it, I would assume. In fact, whilst we're here... Can you... You can't. I was going to say we could maybe even try doing some upgrades. Maybe I should have done that first. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Thanks, bye. See you when I see you.